Show your face. Show your face, please, with sugar on top.
Hey, what's up, y'all? Y'all know my slogan. I don't know it all, but I know what I've been through. Now, before we get into this video, please make sure you head on down to Instagram and follow us on our official Instagram page at Hookah Anonymous _. We're able to be a little more explicit, a little more uncensored, and share content freely without running the risk of having our channel terminated. So, once again, make sure you head on down to Instagram and follow us on our official Instagram page at Hookah Anonymous _. We're almost at 100,000 subscribers. So if you like this video, make sure you subscribe and hit that bell so you're notified every time we drop new content. Now let's get into what you guys came here to see. Now, whoever's around A Boogie or associated with him or even cares enough to care about his career needs to get him and get him fast. For like the past week or so, we've been seeing A Boogie in the headlines of social media for all the wrong reasons. You know, first it was the thing with Ella. You know, they got that little situation going on as they do daily. Then there was a little situation with D-Thing Racks, but you really can't blame A Boogie for that one because you got D-Thing kind of throwing shots at A Boogie over his girl or former girl or baby mother. And now you have this situation that happened overseas. Now, we see this time after time, right? One thing that happens when I see this start occurring for artists, we start seeing that their career goes downhill and people stop focusing on the music. So it no longer becomes whether they're a talented artist or not. It becomes they're too much involved in controversy and drama. Nobody wants to deal with them. Then we just start seeing a collective of events happen back to back. And next you know, their career is over. And we can actually commend, A Boogie because he's been in the game for quite some time now. And we don't really hear nothing crazy from him. With all these young artists, you hear them getting arrested back to back. You hear them getting in some type of trouble with the law, some type of shooting, some type of drugs this, drugs that. A Boogie actually kept a low profile. Now, aside from the little stuff that he has going with Ella Benz, every other day, he either caught cheating or I guess now she's cheating back, and who knows, man. It's just a whole big thing. But like I said, recently it's been all type of negativity that's been attached to his name. Now let's get into this little scuffle or whatever you want to call it that happened. A lot of people are calling it a fight. It really wasn't a fight. From my observation, it was just a situation where A Boogie tried to pull a famous card and, those bouncers, they wasn't with it. And a lot of times we got to remember, you may be somebody in one place, but when you go somewhere, internationally or you go overseas, they don't really know you like that, especially the bouncers and the security guards, especially when they look like they from somewhere else, right? They take their job serious. They don't care who you are, and respectfully so, because let's say something happens and the security is at fault. The first thing they're going to say is, well, security should have did this. Then the security guard gets fired and blah, blah, blah. But when he actually does his job, some people say they're going too hard. But like I said, their job is to make sure whoever's in the venue at the time is safe and whoever's in there is abiding by the rules. Simple as that. So like I said, it looks like A Boogie tried to pull a famous card. He tried to do whatever he want to do and they wasn't having it. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave a link pinned in the comments of the video so y'all can check it out on our official Instagram page at Hookah Anonymous _. I'm going to play a little bit, quick little tidbit, but like I said, if y'all want, y'all could check the link that's pinned in the comments. Now check this out. Now here's the full breakdown of the video. What I seen was A Boogie, when he first got out the car, he already knew that he wasn't going to be able to take that bottle into the club. And in most clubs, you can't do that anyway. In most clubs, you can't go to the club or the lounge or wherever with a bottle that you already have. It's just not going to happen. They don't accept food. They don't accept beverages. They don't accept alcohol from outside. They want you to purchase all that stuff inside. So when he tried to get in there with it, he already knew when he came out of that cab that he was doing something wrong, right? So mind you, he walks up, and then of course, the bouncers don't really know who he is. So they trying to make sure, all right, who are you? You got all these people with you. Who are you? But Boogie, he was sitting there for a few minutes. He was smirking for some weird reason. And then next thing you know, he just said, you know what? We're not going. So he turns around and leaves. After he turns around and leaves, I guess he decided to go back for the bottle. But in the midst of him going back for the bottle, he seemed like he already had ill intentions, you know, looking like he wants to provoke something. So when he went over there, of course, he didn't just get the bottle. He went over there. The bouncer seen him. I guess the bouncer thought that he was trying to rush back in after he just told him not to get in there. So the bouncer kind of got over there and got a little more aggressive and pushed Boogie and him away. Then that's when all hell broke loose. You know, I guess Boogie feel like, I'm Boogie. What you doing touching me? Don't touch me. Whatever the case may be. But once again, these guys have a job to do, right? So it don't matter who you are. And 9 times out of 10, them guys are overseas. They do not know who you are. Like opposed to if you go to New York or somewhere in the tri-state area or somewhere in US. And now that I look at it, I don't even think Boogie was set to perform there, right? I think it was just one of those situations where Boogie was trying to look for a good time or have a good time while he was out there. And he tried to go to a club and then he got denied. Simple as that. You know, just because you are somebody, I guess, as a celebrity, don't mean you could do whatever you want to do. And that's pretty much what we seen here. Now, after the situation transpired, Boogie would take to his Instagram story to address the situation because people said that he was running. He would take to his Instagram story and he would say, quote, "N-words only got out of there because they maced us. Never running from an N-word." Now, I forgot to mention that part as well. They got maced. But once again, it just looked like it was the security guard trying to assess the situation and make sure nothing crazy happened. It could have went left. And like I said, this is why I said, Boogie, somebody, whoever's around him, they need to make sure that they keep an eye, you know, or something on him. Because if he keep going the route that he's going, everything that he worked so hard for throughout his career, it can be gone. You know, through something just so reckless and so foolish. What's the sense of him getting on Instagram and trying to prove a point to people saying that he didn't run? Right? If anything, it would have been okay if he did run. It's okay for him to run. He's a celebrity. He got a lot to lose. So I would try to run too, because guess what? In a situation like that, you don't know who's doing what. You don't know who's who. You in another person's country. Like, you don't got no weapons on you. I don't think they had any weapons on them. So you could lose your life in these other countries, and then in the blink of an eye, everything could be gone. So him running would have been the smart thing to do, even if he was running. He is considered a celebrity. But once again, it's this false pride. It's the ego that you got to really get on social media and tell people, oh, I didn't run. How ignorant is that? You know, so I don't know, man. Like I said, with the whole situation with Ella, then the D thing, and then this, it's like, it just seems like it's a downward spiral when it comes to Boogie. I hope he get in order. Because like I said, Boogie is definitely a good artist, and he has did a good job by keeping out of negativity when it comes to his career. You know, so why start now? You know, obviously he's doing good. He's touring. He's actually overseas because he's touring. So it may, you know, why mess that up? And they're actually lucky, because if those security guards actually really wanted to do something, I think something could have been done. Because Boogie wasn't that much protected. I don't know who he had around him. You better check them guys that was around him, but he was exposed. You know, his whole body and everything was exposed. It was nothing for them to do something to him if they really wanted to. So if you're going to sit out there and you're going to start things like that in these other foreign countries, you got to be well prepared. And I don't think he was too prepared. But anyway, y'all jump in the comments. Let me know what y'all think about this, man. How do y'all feel about Boogie and how he handled that situation? Do y'all think he was at fault, or do y'all think it was the security's fault? All right. I see people on social media saying, oh, they could have just let him in with the bottle. He's Boogie. Like I said earlier, everybody's not going to know who Boogie is, especially in these foreign countries. You know, it's not like he's Michael Jackson. You know, it's different. But anyway, y'all jump in the comments. Let me know what y'all think about this. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit that bell so you're notified every time we drop new content. And remember, As long as you keep on watching, I'm going to keep on dropping. And I'm out.